Hi, this is Patrick Aronson from Cooking for College Students, and I just wanted to show you my secret to success, which is coffee. Now, right over here I have a Cuban cafetera, and this is basically the only way I wake up in the morning. It packs about probably 4 times as much caffeine as what you'll get at McDonald's or Starbucks, so if you really need a boost, this is where to go. Cafetera over here is made up of 3 parts. You have the coffee filter, you have the water canister, and you have the actual spout. And it's very easy to assemble. But you're asking me, where do I get a coffee filter? Well, if you live in Miami or if you live in Florida, you have a good chance of finding it. But if you live out of state, the easiest way to do it is probably go online or use an espresso maker. You can probably get a very similar product. Now, coffee makers, the cafeteras here, serve as a great base for café con leche, which is what you'll find in every single Cuban bakery in Miami. So this is the way you do it. First you want to do is you fill up the actual coffee canister with water. And what you want to do is mark it by the little screw over here. Fancy. No self-timing coffee system here. And right over here I have my Cuban coffee. I keep it, this is a takeout Chinese container. It's like the only way to go. But I keep it in the freezer because it keeps it cold, and this is like the only way to preserve coffee longest. So, it smells so good. So what you want to do is you get the little filter and you pour it on top of the canister and just stuff it with coffee until it explodes. Literally. It's going to get messy, it's going to get all over the table, but you can wipe it up afterwards. So what you want to do is you definitely want to flatten it the first time. Get it on the table, just get it over with, and then add more when you can. And when you're finally done with that, all you have to do is screw on the lid, and you're ready to place it on the stove top. Now, just a caution, coffee here packs as much as 4 times caffeine as you get in anything that you'll ever find on the market. So if you drink this whole thing by yourself, you will be wired for 2 days. So the way to cook this is you just put it on high heat on the stove, place it directly on the stove top, and steam will start to emit out of here. Once you see steam, you can turn off the heat and let it sit there, and the coffee will brew all the way to the dispenser. Okay. Right over here, you can see that the steam is coming out of the back and front of the spout. So what I'm going to do is turn off the cafetera and just pull it over to the side. And just be careful, it will be a little hot, so right over there you just let it cool off for a little bit before we bring it down to the table. So right over here we have the already brewed coffee, and if you're really a strong coffee drinker, you can just drink it by itself. But it's really bitter and pretty disgusting. The best way to do it is to have it with milk or café con leche. So what you want to do is add, I would say about a 1/4 cup of pure sugar into a measuring cup or any type of mug. And what you want to do is add maybe about a tablespoon of the brewed coffee. And I know it seems like a lot of sugar, but we're going to add the rest of this back into here. So what we're doing right now is we're going to make sort of a sugary paste. You can add a little bit more sugar. You want it to resemble like a caramel. And the best way, the reason why you do this is because you dissolve the sugar when you actually have it. So you don't have like all the graininess when you're enjoying the coffee. So this is kind of what you want it to look like. Now, since we have already the sweetener right here, you just add the rest of the coffee back into this. And it's ready to drink. Over here, I need my space mug. And all you have to do is fill it with about a cup of milk and put it in the microwave for a minute. Now, if you want it much hotter, do it by 30-second intervals, because when the milk gets too hot, it overruns into the microwave and it'll form like a really crusty layer on the bottom of the thing that you'll have to clean out the entire microwave. So just do it in intervals of 30 seconds after your first minute. So you just add about a 1/4 cup of coffee, to your steamed milk, and you have one more incentive to wake up in the morning.